good? Okay, each year in the United States, an estimate of 7 million people ride horses every year. Today I'm going to show you how to saddle and unsaddle a horse. This is important to everyone because many of you might want to be interested in what all goes into owning a horse and riding a horse. I have been riding horses since I was 7 years old, which is 11 years of riding. Today I will demonstrate how to saddle and unsaddle a horse, including how to put the saddle and saddle pad on, how to cinch the saddle, and how to unsaddle. Let's start with putting the saddle and saddle pad on. So first you're going to get your saddle pad. This isn't a real saddle pad, it's just a blanket, but I didn't want to bring a saddle pad. So first you're going to open it up and you're going to check the back side to make sure there's nothing on the back side and no straw or anything sticking out. Then you're going to put it on your horse. And then you're going to go to the back side and make sure it's even on the horse's back. And then you're going to get your saddle. You're going to put your saddle on top of the horse, like that. And then you're going to, again, make sure it's even. Then you're going to go to this side and you're going to let all your cinches and your breast collar down. So after you have your saddle on, you're going to cinch up it to the horse. So usually for this, you put one of the stirrups up so you can do whatever you need to do. So you go down, you grab this, and it's twisted. So you're going to grab this, and then you're going to take this and you're going to go through the buckle. And usually, if I had a horse here, you would probably wrap it around about 2 to 3 times around the buckle. So you're going to wrap it until it's about tight. You don't want it too tight, because you don't want it squeezing the horse, but you don't want it so loose the saddle's going to fall off when you're riding. So another thing you have to do is you have to make sure this clip right here is in the center of the horse, because when you hook your breast collar, you want this in the center. So if you're cinching it up and it's too far on one side, you have to go to the other side, and then you have to loosen, take it down or up one hole if you need to. And then once you have it wrapped about 1 or 2 or 3 times, however many times you need to, you're going to either clip it down here, or what I usually do is I tie a knot. So you go over and then under, and then it makes a knot so it stays there. And then you're going to clip the back cinch, and you don't want it tight, you want it really loose, but you don't want it too loose. If it gets too tight, since it's on the back side of the horse's belly, it's going to make them buck. So you want it just hanging just a little bit off the belly. And then after you have all that clipped, you take your breast collar, and then you hook it to the other side. And the breast collar just has to be pretty much, you want this in the middle of its chest. And you don't want it too tight, but you don't want it too loose, kind of like the back cinch. The front cinch, or the back cinch and the breast collar, they're not needed, but many people do use them. The breast collar, we use that if you're going to ride fast in case the saddle slides backwards, or if you're going on a trail and it's going uphill a lot. You don't want your horse to start sweating and then you to fall backwards. After that, you take this and you clip it down here. then now you're done saddling your horse. So after you're done riding, you have to know how to unsaddle your horse. And this is probably one of the most important parts because you can get hurt in doing this. Well, you can get hurt anytime, but this is one of the main reasons people get hurt a lot. So you want to unsaddle them the opposite way that you saddled them. So you want to start with the breast collar and take that off first. So you just unclip it. And then you do the back cinch. And then the front cinch last. The reason you do the front cinch last is because this is the main thing that's holding the saddle to the horse. And if you take this off first and leave this on, if your horse moves or freaks out, the saddle will go to the side, and then your back cinch is still hooked, and so it's gonna hurt you or your horse. So then you undo the front cinch. And I like to tie my straps up so they're not just dangling everywhere. Then you go to the other side, and then you tie all these up to the saddle. And there you have it. You unsaddled and saddled a horse. So today I taught you how to saddle and unsaddle a horse. I taught you how to put the saddle pad and saddle on. I taught you how to cinch the horse and then take the saddle off. Oh, I guess I didn't take the saddle off. Which is pretty much the same thing as putting it on. Now, if you ever go and ride a horse, you can impress the people with how to saddle a horse. I hope you will be one of the 7 million people that go and ride a horse every year. Thank you.